is. You know what? I've just realised we need to get Andrew Cheap Jokes to make us a Bricked It intro, not just because that Billsy show one's kind of for our Monday show.
Yeah, I agree. We need to get onto a Bricked It one. You can't get tired of that one though. How good is it?
Yeah. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll get onto Fiverr. You know how they use Fiverr for the cheap internet goodies like photos, Photoshop, video editing and stuff?
Yep.
Because everything costs $5. I'd pay $5 for a new intro.
Worth it.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday night stream. As regular as of late, we are of course, end of the Twitch raid train. If you don't know what the raid train is, it is where 5 Lego builders from around the world start early in the morning and they all stream for an hour to 2 hours and then they end up with us. So shortly we will have Dan between the bricks giving us his crew, his followers, whatever you want to call them, his Twitches, and we'll take it from there. Just, I guess, before we want to jump into tonight's build, I know Billser and I built this the night on release as a joint build, but man, just again, this Ecto one, if you guys see it on the shelf, if you haven't bought it yet, I'm a car lover, I'm an 80s lover, all that kind of stuff, but as a Lego build, man, this is impressive.
It's cool, hey?
Yeah, you know, it was super impressive. There was no there you go. So Dan's crew are in now. What's up between the bricks crew? We're just saying we're just talking about how we're at the end of the trade, the raid train. But yeah, I was just saying that for those out there that haven't bought this Ghostbusters car yet, if you can, if it's available, I mean, far out. Burn the credit card, get onto Afterpay. I'm just smashing the lights here. Yeah, very fantastic bloody build. Absolutely loved it. So we'll put that aside. But the reason I did build it is because this week on my YouTube channel, I will be shoving, I worked it out, it was 123 LEDs are going in this.
Wow, that's going to be nuclear.
It's going to be nice and bright. So there'll be 123 LEDs. Obviously, you know, your big blue sirens, the spinning, the flashing at the blue. I'm sure there's interior lights, headlights, tail lights. But that will be on my YouTube channel, and that will be one to, let's put it down this side, to check out on my YouTube channel. So make sure you go and do that.
Yeah.
As for tonight, I'm a Brickhead fan, so we are going to jump on to the new Petz Brickheads. We got the kitten and short hair cat and the puppy and German Shepherd, and so that's something to fill it in tonight. Let me just quickly go into the chat and say hello to the peeps. Cat, welcome. Thank you.
Hey, guys.
And then we got, I'm just looking at, sorry. King Saru, Michael, AFOL, Dan, the legend between the bricks. How are you, champion? And then Cat did say hello to us both as well. Now, this week will be our last week of, I guess, fluffing around. We have kind of just, you know, literally, I've messaged Bill of an afternoon. I'm like, what are we going to build tonight, man? What are we going to build? This will be the last week of that. By next week, we are going to lock in a bigger build. So whether it be the Lambo, the four-wheel drive, what else do we have together? The Mack truck.
Yeah.
Something. We'll find something decent and big to you know, jump in and actually get back into how we did with the Bugatti, a rolling build. You know, I might even find something to build that, you know, that might not be car related, or we'll talk about that and we'll get back to you guys and fill you in. Dave just built it in Ninjago Gardens. Yeah, that does look cool. I'm not a Ninjago fan, but it does look cool.
Nice.
Lady of the Cinnamon, how are you? Big Dan, Mr. Brick Bracket, how are you? And Drew, what's up? Hope you are all good.
Hey, guys.
All right, so.
Just on the Mack truck, have you seen what that's worth these days?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's like well over double RRP of what it was.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised that, you know, another Lego set's gone to a stupid price. But, you know, double the price. So what's that to be up near the 400 mark then now?
Yeah. So seeing it the other day, and I'm like, oh wow, do I want to open mine or do I want to use it to fund something else?
I may have ripped the box again.
Uh-oh.
We got some Dan from Brick Bracket. Build it, light it, hang it. Yeah, mate, that's definitely the go-to for our cars lately. Build them, light them, hang them.
Is there a bracket for the Ecto one?
I don't know, but we're definitely going to hang the Lambo. Don't know about the Ecto. You know what? I don't want to, as much as I love Brick Bracket, I don't want to hang the Ecto one like that. I would love to put it on the wall, but hang it landscape, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Brent, how are you, my friend? Hope you are good. Lady of the Cinnamon, 20 to 5 in the morning. Mate, that's dedication.
That is.
Dan, what set went for stupid money? The Mack truck, the Anthem.
Yeah.
Is now top dollar. Which is crazy, but, you know, almost expected, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, it was popular.
I shouldn't say expected. It's just kind of, you know. So what's Dan going on about now? He's telling us to shush, and then he said there's one coming.
Oh.
And then big news. Okay, cool. Well, we do know he's been working on something super secretive in the background. Hasn't told us anything about it because he's probably too scared we'll drop it on here by accident.
We are pretty shit at keeping secrets.
Yeah. So if anyone out there wants to keep a secret, probably don't tell us. Although we are good when, you know, we hear the internal Lego secrets. That's because we don't want to upset our friends, I guess.
Actually, no, that's not true. We can, if you tell us on a Wednesday after the stream, guaranteed we're forgotten by Monday.
Yeah. Brent's going through his lug bulk order.
Oh, nice.
Well, you know what? I was talking to, might have been Cheap Jokes. I was talking to someone about lug bulk, and it's like now with the Pick a Brick War, with the bricks and pieces, with Bricklink, does anyone even lug bulk anymore? Really?
Well, our lug didn't do it last year based on that, and I suspect they won't be doing it this year either, based on the dollar and the COVID and all that sort of stuff. So I think it's getting less and less relevant.
Jeez, what a trooper, Lady of the Cinnamon. She's been watching since Sapience over there in the States started at 10 p.m. and she's still pumping on now at 5 a.m.
Wow. What are you building to stay entertained?
Or, you know, what are you using? Brent, this one's more for you, Bilzer. Were you guys on the trial a few years back when they used bricks and pieces instead of the normal method?
Yes. Yep, I remember that.
That would have been one of your first years into it, wouldn't it?
First back or then? Second? Yeah.
So for those that are watching that don't know lug bulk, most of you guys will, definitely, because you're pretty switched on. But lug bulk is when you're part of a Lego group. You get to do a big bulk buy each year.
Yeah, once a year.
And you get to buy like a Pick a Brick War before really Pick a Bricks were really around for us, especially here in Australia.
Yeah.
You get to buy bulk parts. So if you want, for instance, like the other night, if anybody watched our Monday night stream where Dan paid me out, hey, look what I just found as well. How's that for So the other night we're talking about 2x3 wide bricks, and I couldn't find one on my desk at all anywhere. But yeah, if you know you're going to build, I don't know, if you're Dave Holder and you're about to build the next Pokemon and you need, 4,000 pieces of yellow for a Pikachu, lug bulk used to be the way to go. But the downside was you'd order in January, February, March, and you weren't getting it till September. Yeah, October. Like, it was a very slow process. Sure, it was don't get us wrong, it was worth it. It was very, very worth it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't, Michael, lug bulk's probably still useful if you need large quantities. Yeah, and you probably are right. It probably, bulk-wise, coming from the factory, yeah, I agree. But if you can afford to wait, it would be useful.
And plan a year in advance.
Yeah. Lady said lots of soda. Get that Red Bull into you. Hey, Tan, how are you? We're good, brother. Hey, did I see, was it just a photo you put up today, or did you ask your partner to? I thought you were already married. Like I seen a wedding photo. I don't know if you were. Congratulations if you did, or you just bought her a nice new ring. Congratulations to that as well, I guess.
Yeah, I saw that. Congrats.
Yeah, I didn't see the story, the context behind it. Michael, lag bulk is probably still useful. Yeah, super large. Boom, boom. Mr. Abdullah. That was one of the better lug bulks. More choice, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Bricks. Lug bulk is still a slow process, but the rules around this year not making it not worth it. Yeah, totally. And that's what they do. They'll change the rules. They'll minimize the run, or they'll up the minimum for your club, for your lug. And that's where it gets a sore point where you might have a lug that only have 50 members, and they've got the ones that want in, they might have to spend, wait till Builder stops making the noise, they might have to spend $500+ each just to make that minimum quota, where other people will have a lug and they can make that quota by only spending $50 per head. You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
it is a bit of a pain, and that does happen.
It does. It depends on your lug. And as I said, it also with the economy and the Aussie dollar, you can sometimes luck out there as well. So with the brick walls turning up more and more, it's not always as worth it unless, as you said, you are planning something big and you need that specialized quantity, then it's worth it. So and Luke said yes, they are now engraved.
Oh, mate, congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Congrats.
Make sure you tell her she scored herself a winner.
And welcome to life without parole.
That's it, man. You got to remember, he's a ringer. Ringers are a highly wanted thing since Ed Sheeran started making music. So she's. What's CP? So CP bricks €230 minimum plus tax plus exchange, and that's what that's right, man. It might be like a. This is where, so I did lug bulk year before last, and at the time I ordered, paid for what I needed. By the time it came, I've still got majority of my lug box sitting in my cupboard. I didn't need it by the time it came. But then you got to realize, yeah, cool, I'm getting $400 worth of Lego, which at the end of the day is awesomely and it's huge. But that $400 also is about to cost me, it's going to hurt because you're paying the exchange, then the tax on top, and you don't get that final figure till everyone's all together.
Yeah, that's right. It takes a while. You only have a short window to pay too.
Yeah. So what Jason say? I need a hell of a light white bricks for the 10 by Brickhead 90. Yeah. Well, I sold. So I bought. How many white bricks were there? That there was I think there was 1,000. No, it'd be more than 1,000. Anyway, I literally had a garbage bag full of 2x4 white bricks, and Dave Holder bought them off me. And I think he turned him into a Pokemon. Can't imagine anything else he would have turned into. But again, didn't need them. Luke, I can play the guitar. Air guitar don't count, buddy. And neither does ukulele. Lady, but how are people's nights, days go? Oh, we're good. Currently trying to get extra funds to get the blacksmith when it comes out on the 1st. Yeah. We got a sneak preview the other night on an offline chat, a Zoom chat we're doing of the roof. I never wanted it, but that does look cool. I've got nowhere to put it as a theme or as a set, but it's definitely a cool, nice to have set. I'm
definitely keen on it. I'm not overly fussed by how bad they butchered it compared to the original. It is what it is. I'm happy to have anything castle, and obviously as a castle displayer, it'll fit in somewhere in my theme quite well.
Yeah.
So I'll get it. Maybe not on the 1st, maybe the 2nd, because that's my wedding anniversary. So hint, hint, if you're watching.
Haytan has a question on the screen for you, bud. Jang, have you seen the video Jang posted for the new sets?
No, I haven't actually seen the video yet.
Brent, can't say the blacksmith does anything. Oh, so yeah, Jang, I saw that. I skimmed through it. He went through and built them all, put them all together.
Yeah, right. I'm actually not a fan of the new roads. I think if you're under the age of 10, they're amazing. If you're building a city on the carpet as a kid, they're perfect. But as a mocker, as a displayer, I'm not a fan. But I will find a use for them as I need them. So I'll definitely end up with some because of the new city sets, obviously. But I'm not out to change my whole city into them. That's for sure.
Yeah, and there you go. Like Brent, and as we'll go back to Brent's chat, how he said the blacksmith isn't doing it for him. Yeah,
Yep.
as a total building, as a standalone building, I mean, it's okay. It's not disappointing. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't stick out as cool as, some other single built sets are, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I mean, as I said, as a castle mocker, I'll be grabbing it.
Yeah. So what are you building there now? Without me trying to zoom in.
I'm building the new city little skate park set.
Oh, with the stunt
stunt wheelchair, yeah. That's that guy there in the sports theme suit and stuff. He's pretty cool. Happy with that. I'm just trying to add some of the new city sets into my city, so I won't add the road plates in yet. I'll save them till I need them, but all the other little elements like the skate park and that sort of stuff, I'm just getting those ready to be included into the 2021 layout.
And Bruce, I think Bruce has written a message. Did you get a chance to have a look at the video he flicked to you with the new roads used to make the MILS sections?
Yes, I did.
What was that?
With the new roads linking them up. What's that comment? I think it's funny.
Oh, hold on, I'll put that on the screen. So talking to Sabians about it on Sunday night.
Yeah.
But I really want to get some of the older Kingdom sets, like the Just, and then they showed off the Blacksmith the next. Oh, yeah. Well, we were saying on Monday night, we're talking about the sets that are upcoming. And right. I said that they're going to bring back the Knights.
Yeah, the Blacksmith we've kind of known about for a while, but everyone was up in arms as to how
much they were going to change it from what we saw the first Ideas one come out as.
Yeah, that's right. Which, I mean, all idea sets over time have changed and been completely redone before going to market anyway. You look at any idea set from concept to release, completely changed. The Blacksmith was no exception, but at the end of the day, I think everyone's just happy to get a bit of castle regardless of what they do to it to make it marketable or profitable. Yeah. Castle's castle. So, and I'm sure we'll see some really cool variations or alterations of the Blacksmith set once regular people and not Lego fan media have access to it.
Bruce saying that he used the new that guy used new road plates as replacement for the brick built roads.
Which for that makes sense. And
is that the guy that builds the brick built roads sideways? Is that him?
His sideways? I can't remember. There's a few different ways to do the brick built roads. I can't remember if his is sideways or not.
Tough doing them sideways. What an effort plus an amount of brick to use.
Oh, that's right. But then if you use the masonry brick sideways, they actually look really cool. Yeah. As opposed to these ones. What I hate is how obvious these tiles are. They just really stand out and cheapen it, I think.
Andrew Hammond, hi, champion. Jason, they should have included the goat with the blacksmith. Well, should they though? What does a goat have to do with the blacksmith?
Goat's just a very wanted item.
I get that, but the goat doesn't really, if you ever hear a blacksmith story, you never hear about a blacksmith smashing out a hammer while he's patting his goat.
No, that's true. That's true. And Andrew Hammond, happy birthday for the other day, buddy.
Oh, shit. Happy birthday, man. My birthday soon.
Always my birthday. Send me presents.
Well, it's someone else's birthday coming up real soon, isn't it?
It's my daughter's 18th birthday next week. Does that make me old?
Let's get loose.
I know, right? Does that? I'm too young to have an 18-year-old.
Oh, here we go. So, yeah, I was right. It's the guy that builds the roads sideways. I started watching that guy. It's a waste of bricks, but, yeah, he's definitely intricate. Allows for 8 wide cars and parking spaces to parallel park on the side of the street. Well, yeah, I get that. I liked the idea that we brought up when Billsel was showing us the other night that you put the road, what are they called? Dots? The lines, whatever you want to call them.
Lines, yep.
On the outside of the street, and you've got yourself a creator wide road.
That's right. Make it too wide, and that's if I end up with too many. To be honest, that's probably what I'm going to use them for, is to make creator.
So perfect example. Look at our buddy over in WA, Mr. Rodman.
Yep.
He sets up a display where he's built a brick built road as a drag strip, and he's got 4 cars. He's got the one he made, which is creator size, which is his car.
Yep.
The Bugatti, the Porsche, and the Lambo, and he sets them up as if they're about to drag race. Now, their new road-based plates is a perfect platform for a drag race.
Absolutely.
So, Dave, if you're watching, I'll take credit. What's the time now in Western Australia? They're a couple of hours behind, aren't
they? That'd be on Manly Miniatures.
Yeah, the cool little engines he's building.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're actually, free plug for Dave. If you are a car fan and you like your engines, your car engines, Dave has a new company called Manly Miniatures, and it's engines. So like the Holden V8, Ford V8s, the V6s, Nissan 6s, down to 4 cylinders. I think he's got a Subaru engine. So if you're a car fan, go and check out Manly Miniatures. And if you're not, well, then stay here. Mr. Starks, we've missed you, buddy. We have missed you. How have you been, my friend? Hope you are very, very, very well. Evening, Troy. How are you? Hey, have you ever heard of Shami? I don't know if I told you, but have you ever heard of the dude called Shami? Has a YouTube channel?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm interviewing him tomorrow for my radio show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, is it? Because he's known to be a prankster. So should I... should I be prepared?
Is it a phone interview or is it
he's coming into the studio.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But, is he going to come in and run pranks on me or?
Oh, I can't imagine he would.
Well, the reason he's there is to promote his restaurant more than his prank YouTube channel. So it should be a little bit civil.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it, you kind of want him to bring in, his cameraman and his people and make me famous.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, check out, have you checked out our Twitch channel? We play with Lego.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I should do? I should try quickly mimic up a quick brickhead that looks like him and give it to him tomorrow.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he has any outstanding brickheady features, though. He's not a glassware. He doesn't have long hair.
No,
so it's just kind of look like boring old brown-haired, straighty 180 brick man.
But yeah, his YouTube pranks and Facebook pranks, especially on his brother and housemates, some of them are pretty funny.
So that will definitely be an interesting day tomorrow.
Yeah.
And don't worry, I'll have my camera with me as well, just in case he does do something.
Sucks I'm at work. I would have come along to that. That would have been cool.
Mate, I would have brought you in. All right.
Well, I built my little skate park. That wasn't bad for what I paid for it. I would have paid it to a paid retail, but it wasn't bad.
You got it for the good price.
I paid Kmart price, yeah, so $50 or something like that. But yeah, for the little skate park and the what is it, 4 figs. It wasn't too bad. So I'm going on to the RV now. But anyway, I know it's similar to one in the past, but sorry about the lighting.
I'm still good at me, dog.
Going on to the RV, so pumping the city sets out so I can make use of them.
You actually going to put them into your city?
Yeah, for sure. I always try, and not that we're really displaying at the moment, but I always try and get new sets in as quick as I can so that when we do shows, it helps whoever the retailers are at the event to sell current sets. Especially if we're doing a show at Dreamworld or something like that. I like kids to be able to see something and then go and buy it for themselves and not have to sit and stare at the catalogue like I did when I was a kid.
Well, I mean, that's part of the fun, though.
True.
I'm not impressed too much by this dog yet, hey?
No.
Jason, Mr. It's just, I want Jason's opinion. What did you think of it? I'm assuming you've built it, or you've probably built your own fleet of dogs.
I'm not sure about the pet series, to be honest. Look, there's a new element for you, the baby carry harness.
Does it fit anything else?
It would fit a 1x1.
So, like, you'd be able to put like a tall 1x1 in it.
Yeah, or a beer mug. Look.
Because I'm just thinking down the future, like, what are you going to add? What are people going to make with it? What's it going to be a base of, or
Well, you could absolutely put a 1x1 in it, and you could put it backwards on the minifig, and then build something off their back. So there's definitely potential there.
Mr. Boom Boom Abdullah said, kudos to peddling the fun to the next generation.
Yeah.
He said that, but he uses his own kids to buy his Lego. Justifies it. No.
Anything that gets kids off an iPad for 5 minutes and realize they can be creative with their hands is well worth.
You say that, and then they come back with, yeah, but Dad, look what I can build in stud.io.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper, Dad.
Fair call. But,
no, like, I'm not being a smart ass, but that's just what that's what's going to happen eventually.
Oh, it's just like Minecraft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well. At the end of the day, however they get their creativity out is what matters, I guess.
Jason wrote back to me. He doesn't have the pets yet, hasn't made it to long. Oh, because you got to go for a hike to get your Lego. Hey, he's only got the pandas. We did the pandas the other week. They weren't too bad. Oktoberfest mock minifig, for sure. Or no, you know what you could do? You could do a what's the Victorian Premier's name? Daniel Andrews. Yeah. You know how the boys released that song "Get on the Beers"?
Yep.
You could make a stick fig for Daniel Andrews with a beer in his hand.
That's true.
Well, I know the boys that made that song, so we're like, do you need some props for your next video clip? Put Lego in it.
Not a bad idea.
I actually got hit up this week by a DJ that wants me to build him a sig fig. I'm like, yeah, no worries, man. I'll give me some photos. I'll put something together. It'll probably cost you, $20 max, I guess, for a sig fig. And he's like, no, the ones that they're about 30 centimeters high.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, I could do it. And you'd literally just build the maxi fig that come out as a set. But I said it probably cost you close to $1,000. Not even, that's just what the parts would probably add up to. Oh, $1,000. I'm not paying $1,000. Oh.
Yeah, parts, labor, design.
And that's not really, and that was just a ballpark figure out of my head. I didn't really sit down and work out, how many cup pieces I'm going to need and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, if you're not aiming for $1,000 for something that's 30 centimeters high, full custom Lego, it's not like I'm ripping you off.
No.
Well, I didn't feel like that price is ripped off. Yeah, it's a high price, but it's also justified.
you're paying for the art of doing it as well as the elements. Like, unless you want to spend half that, then, pick a random already custom figure and 3D print it, but won't have the same.
That would have been my next question to him. Like, here's, Instagram of old mate that does your 3D printing figs.
Yep.
Go and talk to him. Oh, German Shepherd's done. It does look like a German Shepherd. Credit to the Brickheadz. It's got that German Shepherd nose, the black ears and the black bits.
Looks a little bit like a pug, though.
Well, the one I'm building now, so the puppy 100% looks like a pug. This one full front on.
Yeah.
Part is a pug. Them good old cars that chase, them good old dogs that chase parked cars. Let's build that pug, actually. I know someone that would froth at a pug brickhead. Is anyone that is watching, are you guys building while you're watching us in the background, or, are you sitting there focused, zoomed in on us? Are you,
Yeah. What are you building, and what do you think of the new sets that have hit the shelves so far?
Well, that's right now is kind of when it starts getting thicker and people are getting more into it because, the first week of rush is gone. Stores have fixed up their shelves now, so now's the time. And like you said, Kmart at stupid, amazing discounted prices.
Yeah.
More people should have it.
Yeah, which I wonder why they're still doing that, using it as a loss leader to get in, because it's not like they're competing with Target or Big W anymore, because they're just going at retail.
Do any Kmarts, I don't think they do, but do they ever differ from, say, here to Canberra to Sydney?
I don't believe so, unless something's like on clearance or excess. I don't believe so, no.
All right, here we go. Finally, some people are answering us back. So Troy is partying up for a new build modular 1940s theme. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
1940s. That's wicked.
Yeah.
What would be 1940s? Is that like the era of Prohibition, or was that just before then? I think Prohibition was the 30s, eh?
Yeah, still the same. Then, and it was just before Art Deco. So,
yeah. Here's a fun fact. Go back and watch the first episode of Australian Lego Mask, my episode that I was on, season I was on. Go watch the first episode where Kale literally sits there for 20 minutes telling Brickman that the building he wants, it's going to be Art Deco, it's going to be, this awesome old school cityscape building, End result was nothing even close to Art Deco.
Yeah.
Mr. Hornsby, you are building Monkey Kid sets for half price at Target. Nice.
Yeah, I couldn't get any of those. I tried to get the Monkey Kid sets from Target when they had them at half price, and sold out online, sold out in store, sold out everywhere.
Because one FO puts it on a Facebook page and everyone goes nuts.
That's right.
Alex, watching OCD's playing up because your build screens are opposite. What? No, these are my. Oh, do you mean like because my hands are coming from this way, not this way? Because so it looks like it should be coming down and out. I get what he means. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it this way. Let's build like this then. Ready? So I'll build like this. So it's like my hands are. Actually, that almost works even better. Our heads down the bottom and the builds at the top.
Yeah, but my hands are the right way.
Oh, yeah, yours were the right way. So I'll leave you the right way and me upside down. How's that? There's OCD to the max.
Down at ya.
That's funny. And I'm up at you. Jay's getting my steps up and watching. Oh, you're on the treadmill.
Oh, nice.
Nothing better than hearing someone sweating while they're watching you over the internet.
I sold my treadmill last weekend. No one used it.
The spiders did.
Yeah.
Iron Man Mosaic for Alex as well. Awesome.
Oh, very cool. I built my
Oh,
first mosaic the other week.
Our cat is modifying roses from the new small flower set.
Oh, how are you modifying them?
Adding deodorant, making them smell. Troy, same style as the Sydney terrace houses. Oh, cool. So will it be worth $1 squillion like all them little lunchbox houses?
Yeah.
You know
Actually,
what? One thing I love about Sydney, I do love the houses in Sydney. So for those that don't know, I grew up in Sydney, and it was just like Sydney has history, man. Gold Coast, nothing here.
So, like the terrace houses around like Balmain and all that sort of stuff.
Even closer, like Potts Points, the Cross. Yeah, like they're the ones that are as wide as a double garage or even thinner, but they go back like.
Oh, like Glebe and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like ultra trendy when I lived in Sydney, that area.
Oh, dude, them houses now like a bucket. Huh. You know how all the brickheads have a brain? Because the pug is so tiny, it's got a 1x1 pink. Cat, making that the same in the style as the roses in the flower bouquet. We'll have a white, red, orange swap. Okay, I get it. So you're ideally making the expensive bouquet on the cheap.
That's a good idea. Actually, Kat, how good is that colour of the roses in the bouquet? Not the red ones. It's like I don't know, it's like a peach colour. I've never seen it before. Maybe it's in Friends, I'm not sure. But when we built the flowers the other night, it was just, the colour's just really good.
Good to know. Noted. Taken on board. Oh, my phone's going off. Does that mean my phone only goes off when we break a connection? Are we? No, we're still on.
Oh.
Are
we still going? I left my phone in the other room. I don't know.
Yep. No, I just had to check both of them. We're still good. We're still green. I don't know why it went off. That's very professional of you.
No, it was just an accident.
Good on you. 2, 2, 2, and 1. Sweet. All right, what are we making? We're making the face. The pug face.
I'm making a camper van, man.
Thanks, Alex. Cat, flower bouquet rose color is light nougat. I've got heaps of light nougat.
From what?
I will be eventually, if I ever pull my finger out, which I probably won't. I'm going to make the Eevee, Dave Holder's Eevee, Pokemon Eevee, and he uses light nougat.
Ah, there you go. That makes sense. All right. I don't really have much of that color at all. But I think in flowers, it's a perfect choice. And there's three.
What do they use? Is it like on carbonate?
Yeah, they're carbonates. Hang on, I'll go get the flowers and show you. Give me a sec, and I'll be back.
No worries.
They're in the other room.
Oh, sorry, you've got more than one room in your house. No, it's funny actually talking about flowers. Before even all these come out, about 6 months ago, we were at the Rabina Lego store, and one of the girls come up to me and they were having a challenge on who can make the nicest flowers from the pick-a-brick wall. And I remember we made some shocking flowers. I went in there the other day and they still got them up on their counter, on their display, and I'm like, I ain't doing you any favors. How's that? That is pretty cool. I like that. It's like a little, it does look better like a pug with its tongue hanging out. Fingers crossed, Kat, my Bricklink orders arrive tomorrow so you can put the roses together. Fair enough.
Right. Here, let me change that camera for a sec.
Look how huge that is.
the flowers. So these roses here are the smaller ones. That's, I guess, Kat's building now. And then these are the ones that come in the actual bouquet. So we've mixed them together. The tulips are in there as well. So, but yeah, definitely a way you never
Oh, you cut out. You're frozen. Your head's frozen, mate. What are you doing? Are you still frozen or what? You're on mute as well. Come on, fix your shit. Here, I'll close this one off and I'll bring you back. No. Oh, you come back as black. Come on, Bill. All right, guess you're stuck with me then, people. Oh, he's back. No, he's totally gone. Oh, well. Kat, it wouldn't be a Billsy and Billsy stream if we didn't have tech issues. Think about it. The amount of times that, we stuff up or something tech goes wrong or a mic's too loud or, Well, fun fact, we were going to change the way our stream looks too because Billsy has a new computer and we were going to... So, you know how... I don't know if anybody's been around long enough to see how I used to stream. I used to have, say, this build window here as a full screen, and then I was just in the bottom on the green screen. So all you would see technically was like my outline. And I was trying to work out something very similar to that for me and Bill to maybe green screen over the same screen or something like that. But, I can and probably will eventually get to that point. There's going to be a gazillion problems, tech issues, and it wouldn't be a raw, proper, a proper Billsy and Billsy show if there wasn't tech issues. So, best part about it is I can sit here and talk crap all night. We need Billsy to come in. Don't know what he's doing. I can see him sitting at his desk, but that desk is muted. So he can move his hands and do all the type of disco moves he wants, but we still can't hear him. So if you look right at the top, you can see his arm, and I wonder if he can hear us. Stream to Billsy. Stream to Billsy. Give us a thumbs up. Show us your thumbs. Get your thumbs out. Oh, here we go. He's back, and we're all mixed. Could you hear us talking? Did you have a speaker on the other one?
No, I couldn't hear you at all, and because the other one's completely like no audio. So, and when you tell your computer, remind me tomorrow about the updates. Yeah, well, I missed the one tonight, and it got me. So I'm now up to date. But anyway, I don't know what I missed. So hopefully it was all good.
No, you didn't miss nothing. I was just telling them that we're going to try, because you've got the PC now, that maybe we could have looked into, shaking up the way we do stuff, or looking into a different style of green screen. And she just mentioned that if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, fair call. Fair call. See what happens, I guess. We've got to evolve. Like Lego.
Yeah, we don't want to stay stale, Update bit you on the bum Billsy. Yep.
Totally did.
That's like
too long.
It's almost to the point where it's real frustrating. Like, when you buy a new game, you're going to update it. That's just the thing now. You know what I mean? You've got to expect the updates on new console games and stuff.
Yeah.
But the worst thing is that, you might be up to a certain thing on a console game, and then it does an update that you don't know is going to happen. So you buy a new game, cool, okay, we're going to update this eventually. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
but then you get that update and it's like, oh man, I need 13 gigs for the next 3 hours. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, me puppy's done. I'm pretty happy with that. It does look like the puppy looks like a pug for sure.
Yeah, that's cool though.
I normally don't build the bases for my Brickheadz, but they do look like little sandpit type things. So I might actually build the bases for these because they look cool.
Might be worth it if there's a whole theme of pets coming, then you want to kind of keep it consistent, I suppose.
Yeah, and where I've got them stored in those Kmart shelving things that fits.
Yep.
So I might as well. I'm just looking. Brent, are you in the chat, man? I just want to know, Brent, did you want to jump on like when our hour's up? Did you want us to try raid your channel again? Jason, no. Unfortunately, the 1x4 rounds, the curved, is a sticker.
Oh, bugger.
Not printed bricks. So let's build this base and find out. It shouldn't take too long to put this base together.
Yeah, you got under 15 minutes. Can he do it?
Oh, it's all plates. It's very straightforward. Like you could probably almost build it that quick. It would look like a time lapse.
Nice.
If you got slow internet and I'm coming in at like a staggered connection, like, oh, Bill's is doing a live stream time lapse. That's amazing technology. So, do much people that are watching us now get onto the Brickvention live stuff over the weekend? Did you check out yes, they're definitely Australia's biggest Lego show. Their online portion, I don't think they got the viewers they were hoping for and wanted, which sucks. And that does happen when when it's a whole new beast that's not your playground, so to speak.
Yeah. A new concept, you've got to have some teething.
Oh, totally.
And I guess, people will watch stuff back. Like there was a lot of content. People will watch stuff back now as they can dedicate time to it as well. So, I watched bits and pieces, but I certainly didn't watch 2 days worth.
I watched a fair bit in my car. When I was walking, at home.
Yep.
I don't watch YouTube in my car. And some videos and displays and setups were really good, and some were like, you know what it was? I think as well, people need to realize that Lego builders aren't video editors.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get a crystal perfect, in focused video from an A file that's an insane builder because they just don't know how to use the camera better than the next guy.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, there was some sets that were they looked low quality, but you could tell the builds were freaking amazing. And Boom Boom said, yeah. Cat saw some videos, didn't feel like Brickvention at all. I get what you're saying. Yeah, understandable. On the flip side of that, this year, hopefully, if all goes good, and we start to get some live shows, we are going to start doing some live show streaming, which will be fun. Yep. And then I'm trying to plan and work out my own sort of online Lego show, if that makes sense, but just more of a, and the way I am, and I'm very anal when it comes to stuff like that, more of a highly produced thing. But that's going to come down to me, making the next person or the person that has their Lego on display, making them film it the way I want it filmed. Not just, hey, can you run around your Lego set with your phone?
Yeah, right.
That's going to be the same with you. Builder, you might be like, oh, this is my Lego set. Walk around. I'll be like, nah, go back and refilm it. I need it like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got to be strict, or I want to be strict. There we go. Dogs are done in a happy little home.
Very cool.
Yeah. Jason, looking forward to 2022 being in person again. And 100%, man. And my end goal was supposed to be my 2020 goal was I wanted to rock up to the real live action Lego shows. And like if some of you guys would have seen, we had a Brickvention. We had a table set up. The studio was set up. If you were at Brickvention, I had a large screen TV facing outwards so they could see what we were streaming as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you were building the Batmobile?
The Batmobile was getting built at the same time. The next show, we are going to have 2 cameras, so kind of almost like a roaming setup. So
very cool.
Yeah, and Bruce just saying he appreciates how far out of the normal comfort zone the stuff is. And you're totally right, man. There's a lot of Lego builders out there that are very, they'll go to a show and they'll sit and build and they're not public people. They're not in-your-face video people. And so for the guys that put their stuff out for Brickvention show over the weekend, massive, massive thumbs up to you guys because it is a bit, I guess, tough. You don't know what people want, what they look for. Are you filming it from the right angle? All that kind of stuff. So that's why I think moving forward when I do my show, it'll be so uniform and the rules will be in place where it'll be like, okay, if you've got a city, film down the main street slowly and pan it up. Do from left to right. Go from top. So they're not just going, hey, this is how cool my video looks. Look, this is awesome. They're going to be like, all right, this is how it has to be done. This is how it needs to be done. Yeah, there's going to be a different way people interpret it, but at least they've got a set of blueprints to copy from, almost like a script.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And Bruce said they could have used someone like us with the kind of experience to make it flow better. I think the problem is, man, they couldn't afford us. Our production value is right up there with, SBS, big dollars.
That's why they use cheap jokes.
Cheap jokes, cheap labor. Oh, he's in the chat. Oh, sorry about that. Too funny.
All love.
Yeah, and Cat talking bullshit, mate. When you talk, the more bullshit you can talk is the more money you can print. Trust me. I've worked in radio for 10 years. I've learned from experience. We good. Brent, is Brent? We'll see. Brent, are you in the chat? I might even send him a text. He's interested in getting the raid. Or even on top of that, is anybody that is watching us on Twitch now? Is there? I can't search because I'm a bit far from the computer. It's over there. Is there a Lego channel that you want us to go and raid? We can send some people to go to because Billzer and I, we're done. We're finished what we're building for the night. So we can sit here and talk shit for the next 6 minutes. I'm cool with that. But in that 6 minutes, let's try work out to see if, who wants some love. So I'm going to just take this and this off, and I took the wrong one off.
I was going to say thanks.
Yeah, no. I wanted just to go, me and you, just you and I. How's the OCD going now? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Does this camera digitally move us? Oh, it does. That's funny. Jason, what's a twitch? You know that blink you get when you start building brickheads?
That's better.
Oh, wow. Lady of the Cinnamon, thank you. Lady of the Cinnamon must be almost 6 o'clock. You're pumping it out.
Yeah,
what a legend.
Is the sun up yet?
Damn. You don't ask him. Oh, wait. I'll hold that comment. I'm just looking at, so I keep looking over there. I'm looking at my Twitch. 5 minutes to 5:30. Yeah, wow.
Oh, you'll get a new president today too.
Yes, you will. I read something today about what was her name? Pamela Anderson wanted to pardon Snowden. No, Assange. One of them.
Yeah, Julian Assange.
Not her. She's up in Canada. Oh, eh?
Oh, there you go.
That's what the Canadians say a lot, isn't it?
Hey,
I'm from Canada,
Canadians are all right.
Where's my maple syrup,
You can't pay out the Canadian accent. Have you heard an Aussie talk lately? Like, we sound like trash.
Oh, come on, mate. We don't sound like trash. We are very have an eloquent speech. Now, you know the best thing, honestly, is about Australian language, the slang.
Queenslander in the room.
Queenslanders.
Yep.
Queenslanders that both go for New South Wales.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Technically.
I don't go for New South Wales.
I wonder, I can't remember, when was Brickfest?
Brickfest is in August.
Let's hope the COVID's gone by then.
No, hang on. That's Brick Expo. Brickfest is March, April. In Japan, yeah?
Yeah, Japan one. Yeah, it's not going to be done by then. So, yeah, we'll have to go to Brick Expo in Canberra as our first travelling one, maybe. Oh, yeah, because Sydney's this week or next week, isn't it? Or it's soon.
Yeah. Brick Expo in August will be our next big one. We'll do Brickfest again in 2022, fingers crossed.
Queensland. Okay, cool. Fingers crossed. Yeah, totally, man. And see, this is going to be, the good thing that will come from COVID and live Lego shows will be the amount of people that are either building at home, or the ones that have always built at home have never really thought about going to a show, that will go to the show, and the organizers of the events will be like, man, we're getting 100 entries. We've only got room for 60. So the level of quality and live Lego shows are going to be like through the roof. And then the flip side of that, people haven't been able to go to a Lego show, so the crowds are going to be through the roof. So Jason said, you're welcome to come and do LongCon 2021 in Longreach. It's at his place.
Yeah. Wow. And actually, there'd be a weekend's worth of entertainment at his place too. You wouldn't see all the exhibits in 2 days. Longreach. We need to do a Longreach road trip.
Yeah, and you got to, Jason's collection is probably bigger than, some whole shows have.
Yeah.
Like, take the multicultural show in Brisbane, for example. Jason would own more than Lego than it was at that show.
Yes, absolutely. I own more Lego than was at that show.
Your regular Boom Boom Adilla, your regular exhibitor has also spent the time building, so lots of new exhibits in the queue as well. That's it, man. So, whether it be Brick Expo, Brickfest in Japan, next year's Brickvention, they're for sure. And look how popular Lego is at the moment. Actually, last year, it's hot topic now. So it's going to be a booming industry this year, I think. So it should be good for all of us.
Yeah, for sure.
So we need to start getting Bricked It T-shirts so people can buy the T-shirts and support our show too. If our show's going to start going live, we need some way to pay for our travel expenses.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Bricked It T-shirts.
There we go. Bricked It. And it'll just be a minifigure hanging a brick. What? All right. We just crossed the 1 hour mark. It's time for us to go, people. Brent obviously has moved on, and we're too cool for him now. So we will leave it at that. Bruce, thanks for staying in through the whole thing. Cinnamon, Lady of the Cinnamon, our Canadian friend, what a legend. hanging out watching Lego, almost 10 hours, 8 hours straight.
All night long.
Too long. Good on you. We'll be back for our regular talk show on Monday with, of course, Between the Bricks and Ultra Cheap Jokes. Don't forget Kat. Kat, we never forget you. We just like shit stirring with you. But hopefully next Wednesday we lock in a build that will take us a month or two to build, I guess.
Yeah, something big.
Something solid. And we might even see if we can score another show supporter and get some products in and happening as well.
Why not?
Cool. All righty. Let's get out of here.
Catch you again.
Yep. All right. See you later. See you later, Jace. Last minute got in there. And see you later, our Canadian friend.